are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Well, good morning, everyone. Once again, it is coffee time with Blind United, and we just want to welcome y'all to this thrilling Thursday morning. Last show of the week, so we got a full house in there today. Of course, I'm Ed. I got Brittany. Good morning, Britt.
Good morning, everybody.
We got Miss Carol with us. She's back in action.
Hello, hello, hello.
And then we got my brother George. He ain't talking to us yet. He's got technical difficulties over there. He's in the studio, so. And then we got Pedro.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing today?
So, but anyway, again, welcome
Harry,
everybody.
I'm sorry, I had my mic muted. Harry, how you doing, everyone? Sorry about that. I'm talking away. Damn thing muted.
Well, I said technical. I didn't realize it was mental. It's okay.
Yeah, that's a blind thing, man. Anyway.
I'll try to throw it off on technology, but it's all good. But anyway.
What have I said about AI? We shouldn't worry about AI, but we should worry about natural stupidity.
Yeah, that part right there. So you have a good example. Thank you for the exemplary or whatever example. We appreciate you.
Stop talking about Trump here, okay?
Well, one or the other.
Hey, I heard this campaign's been getting hit with different missiles and different little hooks and lines that they got.
Well, I mean, because it's a whole different campaign now. So. But again, I just don't want nobody, to be overconfident. You know what I'm saying? We still don't need to take no chances. Everybody gets confidence. Oh, they got this, and I don't need to vote. No, we need you to vote. Everybody needs to vote. That's just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Go vote. Don't take no chances. Otherwise, we're gonna end up like Russia, somewhere North Korea, something like that.
The runner up for Putin got locked up and he got exited. He
exiled.
Yeah.
Either you get exiled or you get poisoned. One of those two in Russia.
Yeah, he could have got executed.
Yeah, just yeah, that's true. That's kind of like we don't want to be there. We don't want to be in that little road right there.
No. That ain't what America was created for.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, this is our last show of the week, so we're gonna make this a good one. We got a full house, got the whole crew back with us in action today. So I'm happy.
Tomorrow's ching time tomorrow, guys.
Tomorrow we will be descending on Viejas Casino with a total of 76 people.
Damn, not bad, man. Not bad at all.
You know, so
Rich.
Did Brittany ever go on bus too?
Brittany, no, Brittany going on bus one. It's
No,
difficult
bus
for
one is closer to my house. It's nothing personal. It's just
Yeah, it's more sense, you know.
Yeah, this makes more sense. You know,
Okay,
it's
we'll
just
go along with that. Sure.
Also, I
If
heard
it
we have
don't
a.
make sense, don't spend dollars, right, Brittany?
I heard
Yeah.
George is a secret guest on the bus.
I'm a driver.
You're the
Oh,
driver.
God.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I'm going to bus
Monica
one.
said good morning. Good morning,
Remember
Monica.
that movie Speed? That's
Well,
Hey,
me.
Morning,
that was a good
Monica.
movie, though. Hey, Monica. Hey, baby.
Why you
That
calling
was
me
a
Good
baby?
morning, Miss Monica. So, but yeah, no, maybe we need to bring George out here and he can be the comedy act for the sneaker ball or something.
Hey, he does. Hey, George does.
Hey, I
got
dance.
good
Hey, I
jokes.
dance for dollars. Hell yeah.
Hey.
Well,
You know
it's
what?
a-
I think that would actually, to be honest, I think it would be cheaper than getting a comedian. Just fly George out here. It might actually be cheaper.
well, not now that he wants to get paid. I mean, it was all good as long as he was still volunteering.
Hey,
We
did-
could
Hey,
do
it is
40
Thirsty
Didn't you hear,
Thursdays.
didn't you hear me, Brittany? Didn't you hear me? I said if it don't make sense, don't spend $1.
That's true. That's very
Hey.
true. That's
Hey,
very
it is
true.
Thirsty Thursdays, and Georgia said he's willing to dance to get paid.
I thought it was Conspiracy Thursday.
Hey.
Well, I mean,
You got to dance in a
sometimes.
Speedo.
Let me give you a quick conspiracy. All right. Trump's
Okay.
VP, supposedly, the rumor is, the conspiracy is that him and a couch had some good times.
Oh,
I
I
heard-
heard,
yeah, I heard that too.
I heard that.
Name of well, let me go here. Tell me of a young farmer that didn't.
Oh, shit.
But you know what the really bad thing about it, guys, is nowadays the more ridiculous you are, the more outrageous and stuff you say, you're like awarded for that. Because I was watching the Young Turks last night, or hearing it, and there's this particular she's running for Secretary of State or Secretary of Education in Missouri, and I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to give her more. But anyway, she's always talking about the blacks and the Jews and this and that, and yet on the Twitter or X, whatever they call it, she has over 200,000 followers, and in the race, of course she didn't win, but in the race, 47,000 people voted for her. So that tells you a lot.
Crazy.
That tells you a
Yeah.
lot.
It's
then-
entertainment.
And that's from the state that made dueling legal again.
Oh, did it?
Mm-hmm. They made it legal.
Wow.
That's from a state that made it legal dueling. Then this is 1800s type activities, you know?
Wow.
So I mean, is this a dueling, or can we meet on
Like with
Main Street at
swords?
noon? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the specifics, but if you challenge somebody to a duel and they accept, it's a duel.
Oh wow.
Didn't
Yeah.
Andrew Jackson die that way?
He got
somebody-
shot that way,
Yeah.
but he survived.
That is
You know what?
so
I have
crazy.
one thing I have to.
I
I,
think he
have a
got
little.
shot.
I have a bone to pick with Mr. Davis.
Okay. Well, I got a nice thick bone, so go ahead.
This man introduced me to a drug, folks. I just want to let you know that, and I've been addicted to it. Last night I got onto it at 11 o'clock at night. He's laughing. Monopoly, the RS games, Monopoly. That thing's addicting.
It's addicting,
George.
George.
when you learn how to play Yahtzee, oh man, it gets better. It gets better. Because they got-
Really? I'm like 11:30 at night. I'm like, God damn it, Mr. Davis, I'm playing Monopoly.
Cards Against Humanities, George. You know, nobody.
Well, you
under
need what
18.
3 people to play with that one, and you cannot play with the robot.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Monopoly.
Oh,
Or which
Oh,
one?
No,
George playing with robots over there. George, I
Yahtzee?
thought it was all about humans.
No, he's
George, leave the robots alone. They
Yes,
don't. They
stop
can't really
being a-
consent. You know.
Stop being a JD, man.
As long as they don't start getting AI and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they call it, artificial intelligence, for a reason. George.
well, it's got to be some form of AI on it. You know,
Well, they
I
do.
mean, the programming.
They do have triple X robots.
Ooh.
Oh, beta
Ooh la la.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm not
I know.
in
Oh,
all
the
of that.
male robot is called Cochino, right?
No, it's mostly female robots. That's the
Oh,
crazy part.
cochina.
Vagina.
Yeah.
Okay, if it
Cochina.
ain't descriptive, I ain't with it. So
It
Uh,
comes
It
in a
is
metal
descriptive.
alloy
It
frame.
is descriptive.
so,
Dang.
but no, I mean, he asked me the other night. I had put mine back on my new computer, so
Mhm.
he's going, no, Mr. Davis, well, okay, whatever. Come on, George, do this. He did it. He called me, and he talking all that smack, and I beat up on him the first time. Well, he quit on me. He
Yeah, quit on
wouldn't.
you.
Yeah, he wouldn't stay to the end. He wouldn't let me bankrupt his ass. So
Wow.
But the second time, it was so we have one more to match. We have like the
but I
playoffs.
but did I not let you bankrupt me?
Yeah, you did. No.
Okay, so that's the way
Yeah.
we play the game, George.
Yeah.
It doesn't count if we don't do the bankruptcy.
I'm a
Also,
typical
George,
Democrat. Just drop out when. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that one?
you could
Ooh.
save the games too, you know? So
Yeah,
sometimes
I
they get
get you,
too
but
long.
right. Well, I mean, heads up, it don't really take that long.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, especially once you get familiar with the game, because it's all just finger commands. I mean, it does all the calculating and stuff for you.
But it was funny the first time we played, right? And I haven't played in years. So I'm playing with Mr. Davis, and I'm like, why in the hell is he buying everything? That's so stupid. I figured out why. He was buying everything. I'm like, and later on, I'm like, ah, crap. That's the tactic. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Always follow the big dog.
Yeah, just buying everything
It's
off
all
the
about
board.
negotiation power,
It's like the little dogs when they're all humping the big dog's leg. Yeah.
you
Uh,
know. So,
I wasn't humping his leg, but you know what I mean.
so
not hump day today, George.
and this
Oh.
Saturday is not RS game night. This Saturday will be Miss Elizabeth in her traveling culture. So if anybody's got anything special that they'd like to hear about, she has requested that you let us know, and she'll check it out. Someplace you would like to visit and would like to know more about it before you get there. info@blindunited.org.
And by the way, just to let you know, everyone, we're on Facebook, the Blind United, and the Facebook Blind United group right now.
Thank you very much, George. You always take care of that. That's why I love having you here.
I just came because I got nothing to do today. I'm all. You leave me unsupervised. That's a bad thing.
He don't know what to do with himself.
Right. Lulu sleep, and he just all up in the house. The
I'm gonna
old,
be
the
running
old
amok
man.
today.
Too
Yeah, the
hot
old
in Texas
man
to
is.
be outside, so you might as well get on, huh? Get online, right, George?
Yes, ma'am.
You might as well hang out with us. Better than hanging out. Well, no, you like your little dog, so.
I already fed the old man, and I'm ready to go.
Oh,
Rock and roll.
man.
So, but yeah, no, it's again, it's another great day in the neighborhood. What else we got going on? That's just it for this.
So,
There won't be
Mr.
no what. Just for folks that's listening in, I'll put an email out tonight just to remind everybody. There will be no movie tomorrow because of going to the
Casino.
casino. Thank you, George. But on that note, y'all shoot me some requests, because I mean I got a couple that's lined up, but I got zero on my computer yesterday. So now
Oh,
I got some more up to date movies on there. So and I ain't watched no newer movies in a long time. So
What is the? This is a movie. Not This Is the End.
How about Daredevil?
Hey.
Is there a movie like that?
That's
With,
Pedro, yeah.
yeah, that's what is it, Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a marble. He's blind.
Yeah. Well, he's blind, and part of his superpowers is hearing. You know.
Well, you know, it's
so-
funny. We're talking
Yes,
about
it
Marvel.
is.
So I'm eating breakfast right now with my wife because she works overnight. So we're eating breakfast, and she's like, "Babe, there's a Green Lantern on the wall." I'm like, "Green Lantern?" She goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, there's a Green Lantern on the wall." I'm like, "You know that's a Marvel character, right?" She starts laughing. She goes, "Yeah," and then she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say a praying mantis." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Wow. Oh my
So,
God.
We have a praying mantis in the house, which is I told him leave him alone. He'll help us with the bugs.
He'll help you with the books.
The bugs. Bugs.
Yeah, he will
B-U-G.
help. It will.
Animales.
I'll
Okay.
give you
Actually,
another conspiracy
hormigas.
about them, that there are alien race that looks like them, and it's
They look like an
like
alien.
praying
They
at,
really
yeah,
do.
Wait,
yeah.
have you seen it in Africa? I was watching the Joe Rogan. They actually showed a video of a praying mantis. Granted, I don't know how big it was or is. It was actually eating a small rodent, a small rat.
Oh wow,
A
Yeah.
praying mantis, guys. Isn't that crazy?
that
Well,
is crazy.
they're like claws. How they hook are really, really, really strong. They're able to put so much pressure, real on a target, real good. But the conspiracy is that they're aliens, and that they're spiritual also and stuff like that. A little weird conspiracy. I
Well,
don't know.
I bet you
But
this, Miss
it's
Carol.
weird because they normally eat plants. They don't eat meat.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
They don't.
if you saw it eating a rat, or that's weird.
Miss Carol,
Well, if it's helping out with the insects, it's got to be a carnivore, right?
Mm-hmm. He wanted carne asada.
well, there is a plant
Yeah, I
that
guess
eats
it,
flies.
yeah.
I know that.
And insects. There's another one that eats
Mm.
insects too.
But Miss Carol, you probably appreciate this more than anyone here. Remember the claw from back in the
I
day?
do. I
Yeah,
do.
the claw or
The Von Erichs.
the Von Erichs. There you go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm lost. Explain,
It's a
guys.
wrestling. It's a
Yeah.
it's a wrestling. They
It was
would
back in the day. It
use
was
the
Von
iron
Erichs,
claw.
the Irish
The
Sheep.
Oh, the
the
Iron
Michelin.
Claw.
Iron Claw.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
now I know. Okay.
I got to see
Yeah.
it. I got to
Okay,
see
now
it.
I'm lost. I still don't know.
Really?
It's the Iron
Yeah,
Claw.
there's
was
even a
their
movie
hand,
called The
and
Claw, The Iron Claw.
It was.
I mean,
yeah,
I
it was-
remember a movie called The Claw. I never watched it because that's a
They were
horror movie,
wrestlers
right?
down here in the Sportatorium in Dallas.
Yep.
They were the Von Erichs.
Back in the 80s.
And they all died tragically.
Hey, Ed, you know what's two good movies? Here Comes the Boom and Leave the World Behind.
Okay.
Somebody, I think Ziggy wants to talk to you, Mr. Davis.
No, I think the rest of the door prizes got delivered to Cheryl's house.
Oh, okay. She's like, I want to chime in.
Mm-hmm. She was like, "Hey, I got a recommendation back here. back here. Come on, ask me."
Well, what are the door prizes? I want to know since they got delivered.
Do y'all really want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really.
So,
Yeah, I do.
you get a handheld USB rechargeable fans, personal fans.
Oh wow.
We have coasters, the core stuff, right? Coasters that look like the OG vinyl albums. So for music lovers. And then we have a skincare set.
You have to explain
Alright.
what vinyl records are, Mr. Davis. People are like, what? What's that?
Well, we used to have this big black disc that we set on a.
No,
On
folks.
a turntable.
The minors, the young crowd is getting into 45s also, so they kind of know what vinyl and all that.
Well, they say vinyl's coming back. It's
Yeah,
just-
vinyl is coming back.
It is.
Yeah, a lot
Hey,
of
Pedro,
people
my
go
uncle has
vinyl hunting.
a jukebox that he refurbished.
Mhm.
Beautiful one. And he has hundreds and hundreds of 45s. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're the antique ones are expensive.
Yeah.
Prices,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They are.
And you can't play them without that little thing to stick on the little.
Oh, the little needle? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you got to stick it for the record to play.
Oh no. The Wurlitzers, the jukeboxes, they have a 45 thing in them.
Oh, they do. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because
And-
if you remember right, Carol, back in the day, so they actually, when you bought a turntable, they actually gave you a 45 record changer, right?
Right.
And if you
right.
lost it, then you had to put the little clip disc in the middle,
In the middle. That's
so
right.
so it would fit on the album thing.
That's right.
Mm.
You're absolutely right.
I haven't been to a bar in years. I wonder if they still have those jukebox. You walk in and give a quarter.
They're digital
Some
now,
of them
George.
do. But,
Are they?
But they do have, but like Ed said, they're digital.
A lot of them
Yeah.
are, yeah.
Yeah, they
Wow.
work off of different platforms like iTunes or
Oh, wow. Okay.
or Amazon Music, whatever.
hmm
You drop the money in, you pick up your songs, and it'll just play them like it normally would, but it's just all digital now.
Oh wow, I've been to
Because
bars. Oof.
Applebee's down here, they have it. So you walk in and you think you're in a club, but it's actually coming from a jukebox, and people actually select their songs, stick $1 in there and a couple of songs, and
I
it
remember
just
when it was a
repeats itself and
quarter.
goes and goes and goes.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
go telling my age again. I remember when you used to get 5 songs for a quarter. That was a
Wow.
Right?
nickel a piece.
Mm.
Because that was the thing. You hit a restaurant, you hit a place, and they got the jukebox. You put on a quarter, pick a couple songs for you and your girl, or you and your boys, whatever the occasion was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was
Some
the
of the old
thing.
mom and pop spaces still have it here. Some of the little
Mm.
diners that are mom and pops, they
So
still have
let
the
me ask you a
real
question.
jukebox.
So let me ask you a question. If you go to a restaurant or like a sports bar, if the music or the TV or whatever is too loud, do you stay or go? Because if it's too loud, I tell my wife, let's go. I can't see and I can't hear. So, and that's just my take on that.
I mean, I agree with for folks in our community, it's hard to filter those sounds.
Right.
So I mean, you're trying to listen to TV so you can hear what's really going on, but you got all the other background noise going on, so you don't really hear the TV well. So why be there?
Yeah,
Going back to the house, grab your 6 pack on the way, and
yeah.
kick it
Watch
back
the
in your living
game
room.
there.
Well, that's one of the problems, and another problem is like when it's an open space, all that echo and ambient noise
Yeah,
doesn't let me hear nothing, not even the speakers. And
No.
sometimes what would help will be like bass traps and sound traps, little things you hang on the walls, on the roof, and it will cut off on the echo noise, and it will be more better. But for us, but that's how I think, because I can't. I be sometimes get headaches, I get flushed. I'm like, I gotta go. But
Right.
sometimes you gotta put up with it. You're there with, you know. I remember when the Lakers was playing last year. We went to the bars to watch them play, and it's okay, but it's I couldn't hear what they were saying, like the announcers and stuff, and I was like, you know what, just give me a drink and let me just, you
well,
know,
and that's another thing. I mean, most sports bars now, I mean, they're not really set up to listen to the commentators. It's more about having I've been
The
in some of
visual.
them.
mm-hmm,
They
mm-hmm.
got it on the screen, but then they got music
Hmm.
playing in the
It's
background.
muted. That's right.
I mean, the
Oh,
people
you're
just
right.
they're just watching it and listening to music.
Hmm.
It's about serving them drinks. That's what the bar is all about. So
Right.
We were at a place here called Kobu's. Anyways, it has really loud noise, and me and Lulu that's when we were first dating. And walk in, I mean, I couldn't hear squat. It was so loud with the music, I couldn't hear Lulu. So she's like, "What do you want to eat?" And so I'm yelling at her, and just as I'm yelling at her, the music switches over and turns off, and I'm like, "I want a burger with fries," and everybody's like, "What? Why is it?"
Hey, George. Hey, when it's super loud, it makes me blinder. I don't know.
Right?
It
Exactly.
Right.
makes me
It
more blinder.
does. You're
it
absolutely
does.
right, Pedro,
It
because you
does.
can't even hear your cane. You don't know where you're going. You're
Yeah.
just lost.
You can't even hear the people talking. And the thing is, guys, for the visual listeners, when you're in parties and it's loud, notice, what do you look at when somebody talks to you on one of those occasions? You look at their lips to kind of see
Hmm.
what they're trying to say, and you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we can't do that. We can't do that no more. So we can't kind of, certain words you could tell what someone's saying.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. But Pedro, you're right. 'Cause
We
that's
can no longer lip read.
Yeah,
Nope.
at least basic look reading.
So we're lost. We don't know when you get up, when you leave, when you're going to the dance floor. None of that.
like my wife is going this Saturday. She's going to active shooter training, and she goes, "You want to go?" I'm like,
Oh wow.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll stay here. I don't want to know active shooting scenario. Yeah.
Yeah, well, my man, yeah, it's something that really have that you have to kind of be aware about. I have children, and they go through some of these drills too. Now, they used to remember the fire drills.
Yep.
Of course.
Now they
Of
have
course.
active shooter drills.
Well, I know back in the day was
Right. It'd be fire drills, then it was earthquake drills. I mean,
Tornado.
before that, it was also what is it? During the 50s, they were talking about the
the
atomic bomb stuff.
yeah, the nuclear weapons. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, I want to know about y'all. So when they told y'all when something like that happens, get under your desk in school. Did you felt safe?
No.
It only made sense for earthquakes
Yes, correct.
because now you got something, sturdy over you in case the roof falls in on you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it never made any sense. Fire drill, no, it was about getting your ass up out that building.
Mm-hmm.
And talking
Or a
about schools,
tornado. You know,
But what
here
I
in
didn't understand is why we got to get in line first. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that bell, let's just have a meetup spot outside. That's what we do. Just everybody
Right.
go, and then we'll meet up at a specific location.
Well, meeting up outside, I understand, but kind of like, okay, everybody get in line, get in order. No, you go
That
over there,
part.
you go over there. Right, and you're still in the building. I don't understand that. Probably have the teacher, okay, here's one child, 2, 3, 4, and keep going. And you meet up at the
Probably
yard.
just to make sure all the kids are accounted for, make sure you're not leaving any kids behind or whatever, maybe.
true.
Okay,
Mhm.
so you
True.
burn them all
That's
up
true.
looking for one.
No.
And we stood
But
in
but we're talking
alphabetical
about
order.
schools. But keep in mind, folks, as school started like here in El Paso, all school districts, COVID, because I know at least 3 people now are sick. So don't think that's it's not here. It's not around because it still is.
Yeah. Honestly, our transportation has given us signs too. They put on warning signs in their applications about their new town hall discussing COVID. I know that's up. I want to discuss something else besides COVID. Probably they're waiting for their transportation an hour late, stuff like that. But
Right.
yeah, it is starting to become a little prevalent. You're able to see it. I know it's
Well,
not
it's
as strong.
everywhere again. I mean, we played a couple of articles on that last month,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, even who was it? One of our participants last night was on the group, and he just came out of COVID. And he's back in Indiana, Chicago,
Mm.
in that area. So again, it's everywhere. Again, you got to stay. I mean, unless you want to be one of them, oh no, I'm not taking the jab or whatever they want. They ain't sticking no spike in my arm. Man, where's the line at? Let me get in line because I'm ready for mine. I don't care.
Let me get in line because I'm ready for mine.
Well,
That's
next
it.
month, hopefully they come out with a new one. Hopefully.
Well,
Yeah.
there'll be another one coming out in around October. They said in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
I just got the summer one, which I got that back in March, April.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
the new one's coming. Like I said, it's 4 months in between. That's what they're saying. And again, that sounds like a lot of this virus here is continuously evolving.
Hold on,
Yes,
hold
it
on, Ed. Let
is.
me let me say something real quick. They say I don't want to get jabs every 4 months, but I could have a drink every single day.
Well, I mean
Hmm.
that's true too.
Hmm.
You know,
But the
uh,
point is, I mean, would you rather? I'd rather take the shot because I tell you what. Ask my wife before this COVID and whatnot. Me and shots. Mm-mm. But what I'm saying is, I'd rather get the shot than get COVID, and God knows what happens, right? Because you never know.
No, you
Some people
don't.
are good, some people are not. But I'm
That's
not
Yeah,
gonna
right.
take that
yeah.
chance.
Because when I got it, and I didn't have the shot, I slept for like 3 days straight. I never ever am able to sleep straight. And after like 8 hours or 7 hours, I'm like, I can't go to sleep. I can't go to, even if I tried, I can't go to sleep. But with
Right.
that, I went to sleep for like 2 3 days straight, and that's why I ended up getting the first two and stuff. I was like, you know what, better be safe than sorry. Um, and I keep my hands clean. Hand sanitizer is my better half. Always on that. Hand sanitizer, cleaning things up, and we haven't caught it. So I'm
And
glad
like
we
me, when
haven't
I
caught it.
go, like when I go to a restaurant, I'm a germaphobe, so I go to a restaurant, take my sanitizer, ask for a napkin, and wipe down my table. That's why I
Okay.
am. So
So you don't want that nasty white rag that they wiped it with before you sat down?
Oh man, that
sticky.
smell and all that. Oh,
It smells like
the
mildew. You
dirty
can smell
dish
it.
rag.
Yes, it's like, are you kidding me? You don't smell this, man? No,
Hold
God.
on, bring a bottle of disinfectant over here and let's redo this table
Let's
here,
do the
please.
table.
We went
All
to
right.
Applebee's the other day, and it was the table guide was sticky. And I asked the guy,
Ooh,
we cleaned it already, sir. I'm like, it's sticky, man.
no,
Not
it's
supposed to be
sticky.
sticky.
It shouldn't be sticky.
Say,
Not
bring me
supposed
the
to be
spray
sticky.
and some paper towels, and I will clean it.
That
Okay.
cleaner you using is not cutting grease. That's why it's
Mm-mm.
sticky. Okay.
Exactly.
Right?
All
It
right.
don't
And
work
that,
with water.
and that note, we're gonna cut to a quick break, guys. We'll be right back.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org. You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United.
All right, George, put your hands back up on the desk. Oh, that went over your head?
Yeah, George, assume the position, hands above the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. So Thirsty Thursdays, Conspiracy Thursdays, guys. I don't know. There's another conspiracy that there is a comet heading towards us, and this is a conspiracy and some truth in it that is gonna pass by, swing by, and might come back on. When is it? 2029 or 2027? It passes the first time, and then 2029 does a circle
Whoa.
back and might pass what thousands of miles close to us.
Well, I mean, again, I was getting ready to say that's not really a conspiracy. There's always, I mean, if they really were, they can actually write you out a schedule of how many of them are coming at us and what date they'll be passing by. You know.
Yeah, the
So,
conspiracy is that they don't want to tell us that it might hit us. That they tell us it's gonna pass by close by, but
maybe that's a good movie. I like that. Now they got two movies like that. What is
Deep Impact.
Deep Impact is a good one, but the one I like is with Bruce Willis.
Ooh.
Armageddon.
Oh
Armageddon,
yeah,
that
that
was
was a
good.
good one.
That
You
was
know
a
what's
good one.
y'all heard of Uma? It's a cigar shaped
No.
object that passed by our solar system like 2-3 years ago. You haven't heard of
No.
that?
No, we don't look up
No.
space as much as you do, Pedro.
Okay, well, this object came in. It was coming in from outer outside of our solar system. It came in, went slightly around the sun, heading towards the Earth. Right. Well, the thing about this object, when it kind of passed by us, it was speeding up away from the sun and away from the Earth, and the way like you can't speed up against gravity unless you have propulsion. So the rumor is, was this like a space android looking at our planet for another civilization? They don't know what to think of it. Even scientists, because they didn't really have enough time to kind of study it, and they had a little bit of time to get images.
Keyword.
But the thing is, they think it was using like a solar cell, meaning like the energy of the sun is pushing it.
So he had to come. He had to come go around the sun to get refueled so it could carry on with his mission.
Well, it uses gravity and uses sun rays and stuff like that. Well, it's an idea that they're trying to put in spacecrafts too. But it's like, I don't want to know about space, Pedro.
Well, no, I mean, it's all good. I mean, they're going to end up there eventually. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that, humans are going to be traveling in space. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, more than what we have thus far, right? I'm
Well,
talking about it's just going to be a regular thing somewhere down the road. It's just, is
it's
it going to happen in my lifetime? No. So why should I worry about shit ain't going to happen when I'm here?
I know.
Well, some travel in space on the ground.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true too, Carol.
Well, now they have a
we
new
do have a whole
Did,
lot of space
did that
cadets
go over
walking
your
around.
head?
no, but
Uh,
now they have a new engine that they're gonna start putting in use that they've been uh testing in their labs. It's a engine that does not use any moving parts or any fuel. It just uses these what is it called? It bounces off these particles come in this chamber and they get compressed and they get pushed to the back and it's like it self propels, so they won't need fuel when they're out in space. So they're testing these new type of technologies. I remember Tesla said that it's possible, you know, and stuff like
Mm.
that. So they're working on this stuff.
well, I really believe it now. I mean, if Elon says it works, it works. Fuck it,
No,
I'm
no, I
all
Well, they
with
mean
need
it.
to be working
the
on some
real
fuel for the
Tesla. I
vehicles
mean,
down
I
here.
mean the real
Work on some
Tesla, not
fuel.
Elon.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Work
even
on
does
some
it.
fuel for down here.
I mean, he was a brilliant man, as well as what's the other one?
Edison.
Einstein.
Oh yeah, Einstein had a brilliant mind.
Edison, they were great folks, So,
Right.
Edison was a great businessman. That's what that was.
well, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and he stole a lot of Tesla
Mm-hmm.
as well. So,
Mm-hmm. So he was a
uh,
good businessman, and Tesla wanted to give back to the human race that
uh,
he didn't thought as a businessman. He thought as an inventor, and that's what he was. He was a scientist, and I think he got taken advantage of, and it's pretty sad. It's like
well,
now we have so many patents. We got like 300 patents that is classified under the national security defense. So we have patents that scientists has brought up that won't see the date of light, guys. And who knows what we have in those patents, what type of technology people have come up with that has not been released or has not been able to move on because they're been classified for some
I
type
mean,
of a reason.
not only that, people don't realize that. Like an example,
Do you remember that story?
okay. Let me finish one, George, then you can have it. Imagine a scenario
David.
this way, right? Imagine a scenario this way.
Okay.
The oil companies, right? They
Mhm.
depend on gas, right? They want to produce gas so we can drive. The more gas we burn, the more money they make, right? So
Right.
therefore, if you invented a carburetor fuel injection system that would give you 100 miles a gallon, they're going to buy that patent and they're going to shelf it. Why? Because they don't want you to give it 18 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, it's been done before too.
Yeah. Okay, so go, Judge.
Go
Sorry,
ahead,
I
George.
had the wrong earpiece in my other ear. That's why I was hearing the delay. My bad. I'm sorry, folks. Well, you probably remember this, Mr. Davis. Back in the 1960s, a gentleman from El Paso, he invented a motor that would run off of water,
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
mysteriously, he supposedly he died. He killed himself in the hotel here in El Paso. And I'm like,
supposedly.
sure.
How
The,
did he how
the
did he
conspiracy is that he killed himself in the hotel.
Yes.
No, because there's a conspiracy about how people end up dying. Some people get supposedly thrown out the window, and some people hang themselves with a tie around the neck on a doorknob. It's hard to think that you could hang yourself from a doorknob. I know
Well,
the
look
way,
at
you
look
know.
at that conspiracy when that
Not
well, I
even a
guess you
door
call it
can do that, Pedro.
I know.
remember that
Hmm.
conspiracy or not? Well, it depends how you want to look at it. But that gentleman, I always forget his name. He was the
Epstein.
one that was with the checks the sex thing.
Yeah,
Um,
Epstein.
yeah, supposedly he hung himself in prison. But it was funny, folks, is the cameras that were focused on his cell were not working that night.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Isn't that
And this
funny?
is the first time that that ever happens. No one ever suicide in that prison.
And
That prison is locked down with cameras everywhere.
but that's not the first time that happened. I remember the first one that I remember was, and I know it's probably beyond a lot of y'all's age time frame. There was a young black man that was killed in a jail in Signal Hill, which is right there by Long Beach.
Hmm.
You never hear them say Signal Hill anymore, but Signal Hill was a big oil kind of thing. And but bottom line, it's part of Long Beach.
Mm.
This young kid, black kid got locked up in there, and next thing you know, supposedly he hung himself in a cell. And same thing, no cameras, nothing.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing about the Epstein thing, he had the list. He was gonna
Yep.
put it out. And look, folks, when Ghislaine Maxwell got locked up and she was gonna get time and all that, we had a prominent figure that said he had no relations to none of these people say, I wish her good luck. She's good people. You're gonna say that about someone that has been trafficking human bodies?
Wow.
You
Hmm.
know, and I'm not gonna put the name out there. You could look it up because I don't want to be that one. But um,
Well,
to
look at what
to
Trump said about them supremacists that drove their car through the protests. Talk about, oh, it's good people on both sides.
mhm.
Oh,
Well,
that's
it
right.
was he was the one that said the comment
Crazy.
about Ghislaine Maxwell. He's the one that said she's good people. I wish her good luck. You know what I mean? And he's the one in the flight logs, guys. Why would he know she's good people?
Well, I mean,
Unless she got something on him. I don't know. I don't know. That's the conspiracy.
well, no, that I mean, it's already been proven. He hung out with Epstein
A lot.
a lot. Matter of fact, he didn't use Trump one. He used Epstein one to fly around when he was doing the Epstein thing. So,
Wasn't there
Hey, that's another thing. Wouldn't you call your plane a girl's name or a different name instead of I'm gonna call it Trump one, Epstein one? You know, it's like
well, there's the
naming your
Trump, there's
boat.
the Trump towers. You know.
well, for Trump, it's all about his name. I forget who it was. It was bottom line. Who was someone I was listening to the other day? He just made it. He cleared it up. He's a bottom line. Trump is not really a good businessman. He's
Mhm,
just great at building a brand. He'll put his name on anything. You
mhm.
know, I mean, I was even listening to you guys know who Richard Rollins is?
I heard of the
Yes.
name.
Yes.
Okay, Richard Rollins, Gas Monkey Garage. He's out of Dallas.
Mm.
Okay,
Right. Right.
do you know that all came from a bet?
A bet?
A bet. His friends bet him that he could not take a stupid thing like Gas Monkey and create a brand.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
really?
Mm.
And
Well,
now he's
that name.
now he's a multi-million dollar business.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And Gas Monkey sounds pretty dope. You know what I mean?
It
I ain't gonna
does.
lie. It sounds dope. Just the premise of the name, you know?
But he made it that way. I mean, he just recently built what they call it, a Gas Monkey Bar and Grill uh,
Mm.
in Sturgis.
Yeah,
Oh
good.
Oh, that's
wow.
gonna make some money right there. Oh
Well,
yeah.
no, Sturgis is going on right now. And I was
Oh, are
watching.
they? Okay.
I was listening to an episode last night. Man, the place has been full every day. I mean,
Ooh.
they're working their butts off. I mean, I'm granted it's rally time, right? So,
Right.
but they've been full from day one, and normally it takes a
Mm.
minute for something new at the rally to catch on, but it caught on right away, and
How many people go there, Mr. Davis?
there's 700,000 people there
Wow.
Mm.
for a town of 7,000.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, they doubled the
Wow.
population right fast.
Right. So all the farmers and everybody in the area, they all rent out parcels, for different groups and organizations, whatever, and they all get their own little space, in the farm out on the farm. And the farmers they put porta potties and stuff out there for them, and it's a big money maker because. But at the same time, another reason Richard did this he's looking ahead. They're trying to bring more stuff to Sturgis.
Which is
You
it's an
know,
opportune time. Like when I was living in Dallas, the Super Bowl back in 2010, 2012, I forgot, 2011. Anywho, there's a shopping center right across the street from the stadium, and so people can know the stadium for the Cowboys and the Rangers are in the same spot, the same
Yes,
area,
they are.
and right across the street there was a little shopping center, a little small one, but they were charging $1,000 for parking slot for that game, and people were paying it. People were paying it.
It gets like that. It gets like that. And
Jordan needs to come out here like when the Raiders were at the LA Coliseum.
Oh, really?
Oh man, because there's no major parking lots around there, George. I mean, people were literally charging, $100 to $500 a spot
on their yard.
Parking in their yard.
Park in their yard? Oh my.
Yeah. Because there's no parking right there. And the parking, once it gets full, the underground parking or above parking, because they get full quick, to fill up that the Coliseum and all that. Oh man. So people were charging and stuff, and hey, a little extra money, I guess,
Just imagine
they do kind of do that here around the state fair time during October every year. People's houses that are there, once they fill up, they charge them to park in their yard.
Well, imagine the Coliseum before they redid it. It used to hold like what 120, 130,000. And then when Al Davis came in, they built all the skyboxes. That got rid of a bunch of them. So anyway, then it came to a thing that because the network contracts, he had to sell out in order for it to be shown locally. So he went in and revamped the stadium again and got it down to, I think it was 95,000.
Ooh.
That way, yeah, it's still a lot. It's still a lot, but that's why, they just didn't have enough parking for the capacity of the place.
But imagine, Mr. Davis, when in 1 year, and Miss Carol probably remember this, when the Texans and the Cowboys, the Texans were in the playoff. The Cowboys, of course, it was in October. They were playing their season. But there was a day that they had a game on both days, or two games on the one day. So they had the MLB playoff, and you had the NFL game. In the same spot, folks.
In
Imagine
the same
that was
spot.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And traffic everywhere.
Oh, yeah. I feel
Police had to escort the traffic.
It's going to get like that when the Olympics come to Los Angeles.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Well,
They're trying to revamp the city.
I hope it's audio descriptive.
Yeah, I think we need.
Comes.
I think we need to do something about that. We need to send out letters to these top organizations, blind organizations, like they say, the major ones, to come together and do this. At least work on a project together. You know what I mean?
Right.
I felt not included in this one. Even I watched it on mobile devices. Someone did tell me on Peacock it was described, I guess. I'm not too sure. That's what I heard. But why only on Peacock? You know what I mean? It should have been across the whole board. It's a major event, It's considered prime time also, no matter what time it comes on, even if it's late or early, it's still prime time. People are watching.
Right. It's one of those events, like you said, only happens every 4 years. You could say 2 years because you got the Winter Olympics and then you got the Summer Olympics. But again, I think there are 2 years in between, whatever. But again, it's one of those major things, just like the Super Bowl. Everybody's going to watch the Super Bowl. So whatever, no, it needs to be descriptive,
That's right. I agree.
Well, I guess the pushback on that could be is the radio. Because the radio is more descriptive, so that could be a way out for them to say that, we'll just listen to it on the radio.
Okay, then give us a radio channel. Then give us a radio channel for every channel. How about that one?
Exactly.
Yeah, and then also, how many people still have a little radio tuner? I don't have no radio.
Well, you got, I meant to say, I'm sorry, like tune in or whatnot, but because I had that. See, that's the thing.
I did that last year, George. It's not gonna work.
That's what I'm saying. Because here at UTEP, I asked a question one time. I go, what can't we have like because I heard like the Chihuahuas here in El Paso, supposedly they'll give you like a little device, and they'll describe the game while you're listening to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So UTEP, I asked, can they do the same? And well, they said, oh well, just go to TuneIn and hear the games. So I'm like,
Oh.
well, there's a delay, and what happens? If you don't get reception. So I mean, it's a
Let me
cop
tell
out.
you what else. Look, it's a delay. Okay. You can enjoy it. Also, sometimes when they go to commercials, when the Super Bowl or the Super Bowl goes to commercials and it's coming back and they about to start playing a commercial from TuneIn happens and you missing part of the game.
True.
So your answer to that should have been, oh, do you watch it on TuneIn?
No,
Because
you're
they
right.
probably don't know what they're talking about. They never probably even tried it. They just throwing something out there. Oh, tune in. Oh, XM radio. It's like saying that. Anybody could say that. You know what I mean? But they actually tried it, and I tried it, folks, last year with the Super Bowl, and it was a delay. Commercials was happening during the game that I was lost. I didn't know what was going on in the game. That I had to have the TV on and tune in.
Well, not only that, like you said, the delay. Those who don't know, so if you're watching something on TV and they make a touchdown, huh? I hear that, and then maybe a minute later, oh, touchdown! I'm like,
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
another touchdown? Or is that the same touchdown?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not an answer, they're like, "You just tune in." Like, no, you're just giving me a quick answer.
Right. Right. I mean, it's again, I, that's why I don't wear earbuds now. I mean, I'm supposed to be wearing hearing aids right now. I mean, the reason I don't wear them is why? Because of that delay. I mean, it's annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to, let's say, for instance, you're trying to send a text message. And I'm old school. I may not necessarily dictate it. I want to type it in, right? Especially if
Mm-hmm.
I'm somewhere, I'm out and about, and I don't want people
Mm-hmm.
hearing what I'm doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Right.
go to type it in. I put my hand on D or my finger on D, and then I don't hear nothing. Then I move my finger, and it might go to E, and then by the time I hear E, I lift my finger and it types the D, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It
It's
has, yeah. A lot of Bluetooth speakers do have that. When I read an article about it, they said, yeah, that the hearing aids, a lot of them need to be updated to work more with the devices. They have a lag.
right.
Also, even the AirPods, when I'm typing and I'm doing with AirPods, you can notice that half a second delay or a second delay. You could notice it, and then when you already know where the keys are at, and you're typing, that 1 second or 1 second and a half delay makes problems because you could straight notice it when you're trying to be
Well,
productive. And
I have a thing here. I don't know if anybody on this show has had this problem. So let's say someone texts you, and I'm really talking to the people who are listening, are watching. So if you're texting someone that's visually impaired, just remember that we can't see the keyboards as good as you. So if you're texting where you want to go eat, and I'm typing, how about where do you want to go eat? How about where do you want? I'm like, dude, let me finish my damn typing.
those are thumb warriors, right?
Right.
That's the later generation of folks. They want everything instantly. They want it right now. I mean,
Right now.
Well, I was reading another article. Sorry, guys. I'm reading stuff, right? The newer generation could actually type almost up to like 75 words per minute on their phone.
Damn, really?
That's
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one
crazy.
with one finger or two thumbs, whatever the case may be.
No, with two thumbs.
That's
I
what I
see
said.
people, ooh, man, they could get on, and I was like, whoa. I know my children's mom, she can type. I was like, whoa. And the
You hear that
article,
the little typing?
yeah, you
Like,
hear
what
all
the hell
that,
is that?
like, you know? And they were saying sometimes these newer generations, they use their tablet or their phone, and when they're working or they're at work that is online, they type in with the keyboard like that. And, now they want to know how much you could type mobilely too.
Really?
Right.
Oh, by the way, if you're gonna get a job, folks, and it's a professional job, well, all jobs are professional, but let's say at a government job, don't put LOL because so when I was at the Attorney General, they were gonna develop a chat line, a different department all on its own, and that chat line was gonna be just back and forth, typing what's in the website, and they're doing training. They said don't put LOL, all the stuff, and I'm like, and so I went to the instructor. I go, people actually put LOL in the response. He goes, oh yeah. We see all these all these little acronyms. Because don't do that. This is a professional. Please don't. And I'm like, why would you even think of putting?
But
LOL?
what about emojis, George?
Or-
What you think of that?
I just think if you're in a professional environment, don't be putting LOL.
Yeah, well, I understand the abbreviations, but I feel like I could be like, oh, hey, what's up? How are you doing? Or I could say, oh, I'm doing fine, and put a smiley face. I'm happy, right? But if I
Sure.
put, oh, I'm fine, sad face, you'd be like, oh, man, what's wrong? You kind of get what I'm saying. It gives you an emotion attachment to the sentence or just the
Well,
the
remember we had
message.
talked about
I
the.
don't even use emojis. I mean, to me, it's just having to find which one I want by the time
and
I
not
figure
pick
out
the
which
wrong
one I
one that
want.
means something sexual or something.
Right.
It's like,
Because man, some things you could just say with emojis and you don't need to type nothing, and you're like, okay, I know what they're saying.
I
You
just
know?
tell them call me because if they can see,
That's old school,
Well-
if they
Miss
can
Carol.
see and I can't, then I say call me. Because if we're gonna text back and forth for 30 minutes, I could finish this conversation in 10. Call
Well,
me.
have Miss Carol, have you ever done that seriously? When my mom rest her soul, my mom was staying with her because she had gotten sick. So she's in the other bedroom. I'm in my bedroom. My wife was at work, and we're typing back and forth. Miss Carol. We're typing. So I get up. I walk over to her room. I start laughing. I go, Mom, why are we typing? We're in the same room, in the same house.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I do that sometimes, but I do it because I don't want to be like scream out my son's name and get out here, oh, let me talk. I just send, hey, come to the room right quick, But I'm not
Oh,
gonna
you
be
don't.
like
Hey, whoa,
screaming across the
Pedro.
whole damn house.
Pedro, you don't know this one. Carol and Mr. Davis probably knows this. When in your lifetime has your parent called you to your room to change that channel?
Oh yeah.
Remember, Mr. Davis? I
Well, I
remember
mean, yeah, back when
We
before
didn't have a remote
the,
control. I was the remote control.
it's that part, and then not only that, don't spin the dial.
Oh no, don't you
Don't
spin it.
spin.
Because
And then we had-
if you spin the dial, what do? You mess up the
It's
tuner.
up the whole tune.
Remember, there's two dials, a UFA.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
VHS, UHF.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, going
right.
Guys, there's
Yeah.
been another time travel situation with Blind United.
That's right.
I remember those. I seen
The
those. I
good
never
old days.
experienced those myself, but I seen them when I was young, and my mom like, let's hit a yard sale. Remember those?
Oh,
We used to go to
yeah.
yard sales, and man, I used to see those Radiation Kings. and sh-
I mean, I about to say all the channels they had knobs on them, and like I said, it wasn't no such thing as a remote. And even back then, the first thing that's why they call it a clicker, because the first remote actually was a clicker. You basically hit a thing, and they had an automatic motor in the tuner. So when you hit, channel one way or the other, it would turn the dial for you.
Mm-hmm.
Until they came out with a digital tuner.
And the
Oh,
TV
remember when you-
actually went off too, George. I mean, it didn't stay on 24 hours like it does now.
No, that's right. You're right. I remember the American, they play the American music. Yeah.
They play that song at the end. And
So the older folks that really remember this one. So, like I said, that late night, early morning hours was really, really cheap to be on TV. So you had these sponsors like out here. We had Cal Worthington. He was a car dealer, right?
I remember that.
And it was go see Cal, go see Cal, go see Cal. But bottom line,
I thought it said pussy cow.
but anyway,
All this time, oh wow.
But he would sponsor things like Elvira, right?
Oh,
I remember that. Yeah,
I remember that.
And she would do, horror night or whatever. She would always show them little crazy
Tales
horror
from the
movies
Crypt.
and so right. Tales from
Tales
the
from the
Crypt kind of.
Crypt.
Well, Tales from the Crypt was an HBO one,
HBO
but
thing, yeah.
but
Okay.
bottom line, and then I mean it was Elvira. Even dude that I watch now out in he's out of Vegas. He's a custom car builder. They call him Counts Customs.
Oh yeah, you watch that one?
Yeah, he was just like Elvira, but it was a guy. He was supposed to be, you know, like a count, like a vampire-ish kind of character.
I remember him.
Yeah, and he used to show movies late at night. He
Late
was
at
the host. Yeah, you know. So, but again, now everything we got is 24/7, y'all. I mean,
Is that when MTV used to show actual music videos? Remember back in the day?
No, how about this one? How about when you had to have the little special box to watch MTV?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, or watch the
yeah.
porn movies or the
wow.
Adam and Eve. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
seriously, we had regular TV. Then, you know, with the regular TV, you had VHF, UHF, right? Then you had to either buy either an on box or a select box, which gave you one channel, right? And
Right.
then NPV got in the mix, and then you had to have one of the I know on they made it 2 channels, so you had the on which showed movies, and then you had MTV that showed music videos.
How about this one, Mr. Dave, real quick?
Uh.
This is back in the 80s. Remember that little, for cable, you get a box you put on top of your TV, and they had a
They
bunch
still
of long.
got that.
They had like a little long. You had to push it and then for the channels.
Well, I mean, you still got cable boxes.
No. This one's that you put on top of your box on your TV, but you change the channels with that. It was like
Oh yeah.
You go and you have
that
to
was
hit the
first
button to
cable
change it.
box. That was the
Oh yeah,
first
yeah,
cable
yeah,
box.
yeah. The first cable box, you know,
Yeah.
before they gave out remotes and all that stuff.
When
so,
they had View, it was
But-
View and some other company that was
Yes,
out.
ma'am.
uh,
Oh wow.
So everybody's running on their, all the young kids are running on Google. What's that?
right. So
I'm about to
I
go look
would-
some of this stuff up right now.
I would love to hang in there with y'all, but I got to get ready to run down here and drop off these supplies
Okay.
down here to make sure everybody got their snacks for bus 2 tomorrow.
Well, y'all win big and have a blast.
I mean, that's the plan. I mean, well, no, that's really not the plan. If I can hit it on that $20 I put in that penny machine, we're doing good because that's my limit at these casinos.
I know that's right.
I don't know, man. I might hit the table, but man, I hate losing.
Yeah,
Well, if it don't make sense, don't spend dollars.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit up at none of them tables or nothing in one of these, you know, I call them generic casinos. You want me to go gambling? We go to Vegas. I'll gamble in Vegas, but I won't
Right?
gamble here. So
That's the place.
anyway, but y'all have a great Thursday. Enjoy your weekend, all that good stuff, and then we will see y'all again on Monday. So on that being said, thank you for everybody for coming in. Carol, Brittany, Pedro,
Definitely.
George, my brother, I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Later.
All right.